Hi everyone, this is Nicholas Marinucci, and today we're going to be briefly discussing just a couple of ways in which libraries have and can make the lives of their patrons just a little bit easier using technology in the library setting. So we're doing this because, first of all, the point of technology is to improve people's lives. As far as I'm concerned, this translates to the lessening of burdens. Second, as the purpose of libraries is to serve their patrons and to be a public good, it is our duty to incorporate new technologies into the library to better the lives of patrons that we serve. Finally, as library technology allows patrons greater access to information, no matter how techy a librarian may or may not be, this ultimately leads to a better, more well-informed society, which we can all appreciate. On that topic, accessing information today is easier than ever. Not only do most people have some degree of knowledge in various fields, but we can look up information on just about any subject that we'd like at the click of a button and cross-reference multiple tabs on our computers in seconds. In the pre-modern era of world history, however, one would struggle in looking at multiple resources at all if they even had them, and if they did, struggling to actually look at them was a serious concern, as books in those days were particularly heavy and large, just generally cumbersome. So, this, of course, unless a patron had access to a book wheel. Right, so the book wheel was thought up by Italian engineer Agostino Romali in 1588. This upright Ferris wheel-like contraption allowed its user to theoretically place 12 to 25 folio-sized books on fixed wooden shelves, which would be spun by spinning the wheel, much like on The Price is Right. Again, if one had the resources, this invention would have actually made viewing the materials quite easier, especially if one was physically impaired or could not lift or move the heavy books around. So despite Romali putting much thought into the blueprints of his machine, he never actually made one, although numerous copies were built off of his design by later inventors. The book wheel does, however, continue to inspire, even if in relatively small circles. And in 2018, a group of engineering students from Rochester Institute of Technology in upstate New York constructed a historically accurate model based off of Romali's original design. As we can see here, the user either sits or stands in front of the wheel and turns it to their desired pre-placed book, allowing for increased convenience and speedy results. These two aspects of technology are key to modern library users as well, and can be achieved by the use of self-service kiosks. These devices allow patrons to quickly and easily check out and renew items on their own time, without having to wait online for a person behind the circulation desk. This ultimately not only saves the patron and library time, but also saves on space and money for the library, as well as potentially helping give the library a tech facelift, helping attract new, particularly younger patrons. Of course, not everyone is too keen on the self-service kiosks. If you've ever used one in a grocery store, you'll know that they can malfunction, and some tech illiterate patrons may have a hard time using them. As well, as libraries are places of community, many people enjoy talking and interacting with library staff members. For these reasons, self-service kiosks should work in tandem with instead of replacing library personnel. There are some areas, however, where technology perhaps would be better to replace humans, such as in performing back office, repetitive menial tasks. Thus, welcome robotic process automation, or RPA. What is RPA? Well, first off, it's a software tool which uses bots, not physical androids. No humanoid machine is coming to take librarians' jobs. Yet. Second, this software uses artificial intelligence and machine learning to copy its programmers' responses in handling repetitive processing tasks. Think invoices, payroll, answering emails, and managing ILL requests. Implementing RPA allows the librarian to engage in more meaningful work, such as helping researchers find resources for their papers while leaving the more tedious and bland jobs to the software. Big names in RPA right now include UiPath and Blue Prism, but open source software options exist as well, such as that by Robot Framework. While many librarians show interest in the potential of and learning more about RPA, some concerns linger, such as what happens if it is initially taught wrong. I believe that as the technology is in its infancy, as it improves and librarians become more aware of its applications, problems like this will greatly diminish. So, to wrap up, technology makes people's lives easier, and librarians, as servers of people, have the responsibility to implement new technologies to help others. However, technology takes time, from actually getting the idea into reality, getting the bugs all worked out of the system, and dispelling concerns. Technology is always a work in progress. That being said, I believe that better days lie ahead, where librarians and patrons can use technology to improve their lives, better gain access to information, and phase out unsatisfactory elements in work and study. So thank you very much for watching my video, and I hope you take time to learn more about these and other awesome technologies.